Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by with the Season 3 Reloaded update. For the most part, this was a sort of to-be-expected update. It was very standard, very routine for a mid-season update. Of course, it added in one new weapon, a couple of new maps, some gameplay changes. Per usual, it's a mid-season update, so it broke the game. But there was one major surprise with this update, and that was the addition of Prestige Camos for your weapons. Now this means MW3 weapons and MW2 weapons. Every gun in the game currently is available to have a Prestige Camo unlocked for it. And these are honestly a pretty decent grind. In order to unlock a Prestige Camo, currently the one that we have available is known as One Trick. You have to get 150,000 weapon XP. After you do that, this camo will unlock. Now this is the first of several Prestige Camos that are going to debut over the following seasons. But with that, today I wanted to sort of revisit some weapon XP tips here so that you guys can go through and unlock your One Trick Camo as fast as possible. Or if you're just simply trying to level up some weapons quickly, I got you covered with that too. So first things first, when it comes to the One Trick Camo in specific and all future camos, Sledgehammer did expand on the criteria here a little bit. Basically, they said max weapon level is the only prerequisite to One Trick. Future weapon prestige camos will require those from previous seasons to be unlocked first, but don't worry, they are available to unlock at any time. Now, here's the thing. They say that max weapon level is one of the prereqs for this, but when I went through, I was leveling up my ball 27, and from the second I unlocked it, from level 0, or I guess level 1, all the way through, I think max is 19, I was getting weapon XP towards the One Trick Camo. So I think in order to actually fully unlock the camo, you'd have to have your weapon at max level, but there's not a single gun in the game that takes over 150,000 XP to max level. So you'll get it, no worries there, so long as you're getting the XP. The thing that's important here though is that they did confirm via the menus already that Season 4, Season 5, and Season 6 are going to introduce other brand new weapon prestige camos too. And in order to get those, you're gonna have to have the other ones done. So for instance, the Season 4 weapon prestige camo, you're gonna have to have One Trick unlocked first before you can do that on any given gun. And then for Season 5, you'll need the Season 3, so One Trick, and Season 4 prestige camos, so on and so forth. So if you're someone who's planning on getting all of these, you're gonna wanna be grinding every gun that you can right now so that you're also ready for the future weapon prestige camos too. So just a little bit of a PSA there to kick things off. But with that out of the way, let's talk weapon XP and the best methods to get as much of it as fast as possible. As we are going through all the tips and tricks here, if you enjoy the video, if you find it helpful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. And if you are new to the channel or you simply have not subscribed yet, this is your one-stop shop for all things going on in COD on a daily basis. So feel free to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications to guarantee you are always up to date. But when it comes to weapon XP, obviously there's different methods depending on what type of player you are. If you have the premium game and you play multiplayer, there's specific things to do there. If you have the premium game and you play zombies, there's specific things to do there. If you are a free-to-play player and you just play Warzone, there's specific things to do there. In general though, the most basic and upfront thing when it comes to weapon XP that matters the most is simply getting kills. It does not matter how many things you stack on top of this or how many other things you're trying to go out of your way to do. The most efficient way to get the most weapon XP in the least amount of time is to get as many kills as possible. So things like shipment in multiplayer, gonna be really good for that. Some of those other small maps where you can drop 50, 60, 70, 80 plus kills in a game, gonna be incredibly efficient. If you can drop 10, 15 kills in a match of Warzone, that's gonna be pretty efficient. Zombies is a little bit tricky. Yes, kills are gonna be the most direct way to earn XP, but there's also XP limits in zombies in specific. It seems like after a certain amount of kills or after a certain amount of time, your XP earn rate for weapons does seem to dwindle some. This was a thing back at the start of the year when everyone was going through and leveling up their weapons, and it certainly seems to still be present in games. So zombies, we'll start here briefly in terms of the other excess things you can do outside of getting kills, which really is just contract spam. Now, this will still eventually push you towards hitting that XP cap, quote unquote, but it's also a much more efficient way to do weapon XP, you know, accruing that really quickly than just going out and trying to kill as many zombies as you can. So you want to spam as many contracts as you possibly can as quickly as you can. Really, that just means going through the faster contracts. You don't want to do some of those more time-consuming ones like the escort ones and whatnot with Wally. Those take a little bit longer. Yeah, it'll spawn zombies, but in terms of overall time, if you can just spam bounties or quick things like that, it's going to be really ideal. You just have to make sure the weapon that you want to get XP for is out and in your hands when you complete the contract. The weapon that's in your hands when you complete it will be awarded that bonus XP, if you will, for doing that contract. So that's the most direct and straightforward way to get weapon XP fast in zombies. Jumping over to multiplayer, again, obviously, like I said, just getting as many kills as you can in any given game is going to be the most direct way to level up your weapons quick. But there's also one method in specific that I find to be the absolute best in multiplayer, and that is playing kill confirmed and spamming decoy grenades. So basically within this, you still want to be going for kills. You want to do as well as you can in this match, but you also, every time you spawn in, want to throw decoy grenades. This works great on some of the smaller maps like Rust, Shipment, so on and so forth, because there's always going to be enemies in the vicinity of your decoys. But every time you throw a decoy and it actually interacts with an enemy and does the decoy, I don't know what the correct terminology is there, but when the enemies are quote unquote confused by it, you're getting XP for that. And if your weapon's out in your hands, it's also getting XP for that. So by spamming those decoys, you're going to get sort of bonus XP, if you will, every single life. And every time you respawn with new decoys, chuck them out to then get back to killing. But then with kill confirmed, it's so important to go for as many tags as you can. There will be games that I play where I finish with maybe 35 kills, but I've got 70 tags collected because I am just hunting down tags. It's so easy. You don't even have to kill anyone for it. You can pick up your teammates' tags. You can pick up your own tags, which is like the most XP you can get. But if you can finish a match, let's say with 35 kills and 50 confirms and 25 denies, you are going to get so much more XP than if you just simply played a match of domination and had 35 kills and maybe capped 2 flags, or if you spent a minute in the hard point or something like that. Kill confirmed, spamming tags and spamming decoys while also doing well and just getting a lot of kills is definitely the best method, in my opinion, for getting the most weapon XP in the shortest amount of time possible across the board between all modes, honestly. But of course, not everyone has the premium game. If you're just a free-to-play player on Warzone, there are some ways to get some quick weapon XP here too. It's going to be through plunder mainly. You want to go through, and again, you just want to do contract spam. So doing scavengers, doing bounties, whatever contracts you can quickly and easily complete over and over and over again, the better. So, you know, if you're completing, you know, only 2 or 3 contracts per game, you're probably not going to get that much XP. But if you can get upwards of 5, 10, 15 plus, because you're just constantly hunting those, it's going to result in so much more weapon XP. You don't even have to kill as many players for this in specific. Now, if you can stop off and, you know, wipe out a squad in a match of plunder, that's great too. If you're on a mission to get some scavenger crates or something in there in the nearby area, that's not a bad thing to do, but just from an efficiency standpoint, doing as many contracts as possible is going to be the absolute best way to do this quickly. So get a helo, get a vehicle, and just go from one contract to the next, complete them, keep moving on throughout the entire game. Certain weeks, plunder won't be available. Lockdown will be there instead at times. Lockdown's not a bad mode for XP, but it's pretty much exclusively going to be kill-based XP, so you're going to have to go and push for as many kills as you can in any given match, which is essentially multiplayer at that point, just less efficient because you can't spam decoys and pick up tags like crazy. But plunder contract spam is definitely the most efficient way in Warzone. Contract spam within zombies is the most efficient way there, and then multiplayer, kill confirmed, and spamming decoys is the most efficient way there. So hopefully this video helped you out, gave you some information you might not have known about when it comes to optimizing your weapon XP earn rate, and you can get to knocking out that one trick camo on multiple weapons a little bit faster. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out to guarantee you're always up to date with all the need to know info for everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.